Game 2 of a Friday night doubleheader in College Station. It's been a perfect pinnacle to February for 15th-ranked Texas A&M as Sunbelt superpower Louisiana rages into Aggieland with an upset on the mind under the lights at Davis Diamond. And with that, we welcome you to our booth high above Davis Diamond in College Station, Texas. Giovanni Heater alongside Tori Vidalis with you. Tori, we got to see history earlier tonight. Kate Munnerlyn throws a perfect game for Texas A&M.
A time when you really need your pitchers to get in the circle and give you a performance. And can Kate Munnerlyn one-ups that? Not just at a perfect game. She was able to hit all of her quadrants, and what I think was really impressive is how many pitchers counts she was in, going at hitters, making it difficult for them to stick to their game plan, really moving the ball all around, coupled with some really great defense as well.
So our big storyline coming into this weekend for Texas A&M was the fact that the offense had been there, but the pitching needed to improve. It has done that this weekend. Sydney Lessentine last night had 8 strikeouts, one of her best outings of the year.
Yeah, that's the beauty of a team sport. When you need your hitters to pick you up, they will, but when you needed your pitchers to show up, Lessentine and Munnerlyn did their thing. Lessentine last night, Kate Munnerlyn, of course, with the perfect game in game 1 of tonight. And then we get to see Sydney Peters and how she's able to stack up against the other arms that delivered a great performance.
The Raging Cajuns come in with this lineup to roll out there, and it is headlined by the designated player Emily Smith in the 7-hole. Had a great game 1 earlier today in College Station.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love when the bottom of your lineup produces those RBIs. Top of your lineup sets the table. Bottom of the lineup getting it done. 1 swing, 4 runs. Really all you could ask for as a hitter.
Inside the circle for the Aggies, right-hander out of Santa Fe, Texas, Sydney Peters gets the start. And the third pitcher featured this weekend in Game 3 for Texas A&M. Lessentine with a complete game. Munnerlyn with a perfect game. And here's Peters. First pitch misses high, and the count is 1-0. Deja Williams in the left-handed batter's box, righty on lefty. 1-0 deal.
Yeah, Peters gonna live mostly at the top of that zone, likes to go to the rise. She's got a really high spin rate. If you were with us last game, you heard us talking about spin rates. She gets it up to 2,100, which is the elite of the elite in college softball. I think the #1 key for her tonight, though, is to make sure she's getting ahead of hitters. Limiting those free passes has been an issue as of late. She needs to go at these hitters. That way she can start crafting around the zone a little bit more instead of hitters getting pitches that are a little too sweet.
Gets a strike in there on the outer half. 3 balls, 1 strike. Game number 2 of the day for both of these teams. The 3-1 offering. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, both of these teams playing 2 games today, but a little bit different of a schedule.
Right.
Louisiana gets a game break in between. A&M goes back-to-back.
Payoff pitch. Popped up. A collision for the 2nd day in a row, but there to make the catch is Sowney, the freshman. So Powell comes charging in from the hot corner. Tori, whose ball was that?
Well, Kennedy Powell calls it. She gets priority. I mean, over the catcher. I know it was right at the catching position, but we've seen this happen a couple times here this weekend and also a couple times last weekend in California at the Mary Nutter tournament. Those balls in foul territory, it's a lot harder for a catcher to hang on to those compared to your corner infielders. But I could hear Kennedy Powell up in the booth yelling, ball, ball, ball. If I'm Maddie Sowney, I'm getting out of the way. Fine, if you want it, take it. And you see her kind of tilt her head and look at her like, I know you heard me.
Right.
I know you heard me. Get out of the way. Let me catch the ball.
And that has to be one of those things, right? Freshman. It's a learning curve.
Right.
And we've seen it come into play. Yesterday, the problem was the lack of communication. Nobody called it. This time, the call was there. Sowney does not get out of the way and allow Powell to retrieve. 2-0 deal. Tapper to the left side, backhanded by Powell. Throw across the diamond, a one-hopper, and it's there in time for out number 2. Didn't have great alacrity on it, but it got there.
Okay, vocab. He's pulling out the big words this evening. Kennedy Powell getting herself right back into this play. Deep behind the base, kind of has that ball in her palm. You can see why it's a little slower. I think, again, I talked about Maya Perez's stretch last night. Michaela Wark needs to be stretching towards the ball. She's fielding it across her body. You need to go get that. Keep your foot at the front of the corner of that base. Cut some of the distance.
0-1 to Haley Hart. Misses high and in, even at a ball and a strike. A&M's defense was crucial in Kate Munnerlin's perfect game earlier today. The 1-1, knifed foul. Everybody in the mix. Nobody had more assists than KK Dement at short. Scout Lovell came off the bench, made a huge play in that 5th inning out in right field. Defensive substitution, full sprint towards the gap, makes the catch over her head on the run. 1-2 pitch. Lifted into the air, shallow left. Good communication. Paisley Allen makes the pinch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, frame in the first for Sydney Peters. We're scoreless, bottom 1. Sage Hoover rocking the specs inside the circle for the Ragin' Cajuns. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless in College Station between 15th ranked Texas A&M and Louisiana.
Yeah, Sage Hoover can stick to that rise screw combo, but the big thing is the changeup. She mixes speeds incredibly well. Something that Coach Habits told us, location, location, location. She will spin it and hit her spot. So I can't wait to see what kind of performance she's got for us tonight.
First pitch to Kennedy Powell, called a strikeout her half, 0-1. Little righty on lefty action to get us going here, bottom of the first. Kennedy Powell, terrific game to start out her day. Is it a strike? See Powell at the top. She had 2 hits. Maya Perez, though, the 2-run bomb in the 3rd. Oh, 2 tapped foul. Oh, 2 deal. Lifted foul once again by KP.
Good piece there. Hoover got ahead early on the outer half. I think that second strike was one that Powell was kind of tilting her head at, like, oh, that one could have gone as a ball, but tax there, knowing she's got to protect.
Been a 3-hit weekend so far for Kennedy Powell. It's this one to the left side. Nice backhanded stab at the shortstop position by Vasquez. And there's one away.
Yeah, Hoover talked about that rise curve combo, but mixes speeds well. Her location, you heard Coach Habits say location, location, location. That is everything for her.
Talon Edwards is in. First pitch misses low, the count 1-0. Tori, we talked about it yesterday. The stance at the plate for Talon Edwards, it's unique. A little bit of an extra lean to it, crowding the plate.
I know, it's so interesting to watch different hitters and what works for them. I think you hear a lot about motor preferences now. It's kind of taken over the college softball game. The aerial versus terrestrial, how do you move best? But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I want whoever's going to get a barrel on the ball. who's going to make it happen. I don't care what it looks like, but I want the gamer. I want the competitive hitter who's going to find a way to make something happen. Do it for your team. Push a run across.
2-1. Fisted foul.
I will say it tells me with Talon Edwards leaning over like that, she's looking lower half of the zone just because of how difficult it is to stay level, right? So when you're swinging at a higher pitch throughout the zone, your shoulders and barrel angle will be a little bit more flat. But because she's so steep already, because of her posture, her chest being over the plate, you can only rotate around that spine. So by the time she gets to that point, the lower half of the zone is going to be in that sweet spot of where that barrel is going to come through. Not to say that she can't hit a rise ball, but from this position, it's much easier mechanically to get down there, something lower half.
2-2, well struck left field, Hart ranging back, and it clanks off the wall. Talon Edwards into second, a one-out double. She's got that swagger too with the post double dance on top of the second base bag.
You gotta do it. Here just gets underneath it just a little bit. We're just talking about that pitch up in the zone. When I say she missed it by a hair, she misses it by a hair, but hey, anytime there's a miss and it turns into a double, I'll take that all day. Do my little dancey dance.
44 in white, trying to soak it all in. One last year of college softball. There's Maya Perez looking at a strike on the outer half. Corona, California native. Home run earlier tonight, the 2-run jack in the third against Kennesaw State. A one deal. She cranks this one out into right. Norwood is there. Edwards tagging, throw to third. It had some emphasis on it, but it was offline, and Edwards with a successful tag up.
You're right, that one had some juice behind it. If that was online, I think the play at third would have been a lot closer than expected. Edwards has good speed, but never know. I'd pay to watch that. Norwood's arm versus Talon's speed.
First pitch to Wark. Misses down and in, 1-0. Aggies looking for some two-out production here. Had plenty of it against the Owls in game one today. That was a department. Head coach Tricia Ford wanted to see improvement, hitting with 2 outs. The 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. It really has been early on a weekend full of kind of checking boxes if you're Texas A&M. And I understand that the caliber of opponent may not be some of the power conference teams they played the last couple of weeks. Pitch runs high, 2-1. But that being said, no better place to start checking boxes than on home soil at Davis Diamond, a place where you're comfortable. 2-1. Wave and a miss. Work early on the breaking ball. What a pitch.
58, that one's coming in. You can almost see it wiggle as it passes by. And anytime you see swing and misses like that, it tells me that the spin rate is really high. Ball's jumping.
2-2.
It goes right back to it.
Yeah, it's a good take. The Cajun faithful thought that they had a strikeout. Runner at third, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone, bottom 1. The payoff pitch. Tapped back to the net.
I think Wark's waiting on that outside pitch, but he's fighting off those inside. Hoover goes 3 in a row inside, gets the first one, misses the second one.
She likes to get those hands extended, doesn't she? Payoff again. Cranks this one. Foul.
Couldn't give it to you too sweet. A little off speed on the outer half. It's a good job by Wark by just fighting it off. and also by Hoover. Just spinning the ball to the location. Again, that's what Coach Habit said is her strength is location, location, location.
Payoff to Wark. Hits this one well, right field, and it's foul. Off the wall, about 10 feet away from the pole.
These are such great in-at-bat adjustments from Wark. You see her get beat on the inner half on the first called strike, recognize it on the second one, fouls it off, then they go slow out. She's early, pulls it to the left side. They go hard out. She's right on time, drives it down the right field line. Now she's got to be thinking middle of the field. Gap to gap.
3-2. Fouled off.
Heck of an at-bat. I think this is where you see those veteran ABs really paying off. Think about how many times she stepped in the box. She's understanding the chess game that happens in between each pitch.
3-2. Hits this one left field. And they're on a full sprint to make the catch and end the inning. Hart for Louisiana. Still scoreless through one in College Station on the SEC Network Plus. Second season as the Louisiana head coach. This is another one, Tori. Been around a long time, right? A legend of the game, longtime associate head coach at Alabama, now the head honcho in her home state.
Yeah, no stranger to the SEC of it all. Habits, like you mentioned, long time at Alabama. I played whenever I was there. She was at Alabama. A lot of friends that I've played with have nothing but great things to say about her, but this position kind of fell in her lap. She walked away from coaching to spend more time with her family, and Jerry Glasgow, who was the head coach prior to Habits, stepped away to take the job at Texas Tech, and how can you pass up an opportunity to coach your alma mater?
It's just one of those where you can't say no,
right? It's just too sweet. It's like it was meant to happen.
Louisiana native, another story of coming back home. Here's Brooke Otto for the Ragin' Cajuns. 1-0 in there for a strike, evens it up 1-1. Well, Sydney Peters taking a notch out of Kate Munnerlin's hat. A 3-up, 3-down frame to get the night going in the first. Offers the 1-1. Wave and a miss. Got her high and in, 1-2. Peters deals, 1-2. Line drive, left field, up over the head of Paisley Allen, clanking off the wall. Throw into second, not in time. Bang, bang play, Brooke Otto beats it out.
What a play all around. Otto makes the in-at-bat adjustment, gets on top of this rise ball. She just missed the one previous. But how about Paisley Allen playing this off the wall immediately into second base on a hop? You talk about a perfect throw. A perfect throw is about accuracy. I don't really care how hard you throw it, but if you can throw it on a dime to the base, you're gonna get a lot of hitters. And that one was very close.
Heck of a throw by Allen. Otto, though, with a double in the books and a runner in scoring position here for Louisiana. Looking to strike first on a Friday night in College Station.
Well, it was only a matter of time, right? The Aggies couldn't stay perfect all night as a team, right?
Correct.
Game from Kate Munnerlin to get things going against Kennesaw State about an hour ago. 1-1 to Vasquez. A bunt scooped up. Powell throw to first in time. The runner moves 60 feet out down to third. And of course, Tricia Ford, fourth-year head coach at Texas A&M. Came to College Station from Arizona State. Had some really, really good teams when she was leading the Sun Devils. It's called a strike in her half from Manning.
Success leaves clues.
Indeed.
All about blue-collar mentality. That's what A&M has been known for in the Ford era.
0-1. Popped up, right side. Work underneath it. Makes the catch, out number 2.
I've seen quite a few of those today and yesterday. A lot of pop-ups.
It's those rise balls.
Fouled, yep. Good. Gio,
I'm learning from
he's
you, Tori.
learning.
I'm
Let's
learning
go. Makes me think I'm doing a great job at
You
teaching.
are. You are. You should coach when the playing days are done.
Never say never.
High and in for Emily Smith. Although, actually, I take it back. I think TV needs you. You have to stick around doing this.
I mean, my initials are TV,
There you go.
so.
There you go. It was meant to be. The 1-0.
Until Peters is really trying to jam these UL hitters, getting up and in, challenging them to get their barrel out.
Huge spot here, right? Runner at third. Chance to get up first. The 2-0. This is high, 3-0. Could be a big momentum builder if Louisiana can get a run to cross here with 2 outs. 3 balls, no strikes the pitch. Called a strike. Gets her over in her half. Emily Smith, a Texas native in her own right. The 3-1. Down and in, it's ball 4.
Smith racking up those bases. Mentioned it earlier, grand slam in game 1 of the day. But again, you'll take any free base you can get.
Here's Mia Norwood. Runners on the corners, 2 gone. This gets away from Sowney, and the Ragin' Cajuns lead it 1-0.
The art of the fake bunt pullback. Notice how we're trying to get the barrel right in the catcher's eyes. So when you bring that back, you want to wait as long as possible so it makes it really hard for the catcher to track.
Fly ball right center. Vrajel is there, and it's out number 3. Louisiana strikes first on a Friday night in College Station, 1-0. The Sun Belt, when you look at the all-time series between Texas A&M and Louisiana. 15 apiece, Tori.
It's been a long history between these two. Actually had a chance to play at UL myself for a regional. And when I tell you, that place loves softball. That was the loudest environment I've ever played in.
Wow.
Some of the best food I've ever had. Right, we're losing the game. They're like, hey, you guys want some sausage? You want some boudin? The fans were great to us, obviously after we lost, because they didn't want us to win. But when you talk about great softball environments, I feel like UL doesn't get talked about enough. But one of the toughest places to play.
No kidding. The loudest place you ever played? And you played in the Southeastern Conference?
Yep.
Wow.
When I tell you I couldn't hear myself think. But also this was back when they had brick wall as an outfield fence.
Well struck by Kowalewski, and it's off the wall. Leadoff double for Ariel Kowalewski.
It's exactly the kind of response you need if you're Texas A&M. After giving up one on an unusual play, in the top half of this inning, immediately responds with a stand-up double. AK, as the team calls her, knew exactly what she was looking for, was hunting.
I just made a serious realization.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I knew what you were gonna say. Go ahead, say it for everyone though.
That's all right. We'll let it be our inside in-house secret. Here's KK Dement. Call this strike in her half.
Yeah, our producers are a little confused. I feel like we might need to put the puzzle pieces together for everyone. And when I said AK, I felt the light bulb go off.
Oh, her jersey number.
Right.
It's clever. It's clever. Here's the 0-1. I want to go back to you saying Louisiana was the loudest place you ever played. That's still blowing my mind. You've played at some of the premier destinations to see a softball game in the country. KK hits it off the hands. Foul. 1-2.
Yeah, I would say, funny enough, I think the two places that have been the loudest in my career, Allison Habits is a coach at both of them.
Bama?
Alabama, my freshman year, and UL. That was when they were on their dominating streak. I think at one point they had won, I'm just throwing this out there, I don't know if this number is correct, but maybe like 8 in a row.
Soft flare and a diving catch. Vasquez has been everywhere early tonight.
She gets such a great first step on this ball. Immediately her hips turn, foot goes out. And how about the heads-up play to get back to the base by Otto? Immediately sees that Vasquez is going for that ball. Otto has her eyes on the runner. If UL is going to do one thing well, Coach Habits wants it to be defense.
Maddie Sowney gets underneath this one. Norwood is there. Out number 2. And the runner still at second.
Talked about the response from Kowalewski on second, leading it off with a double. Now the opportunity is quickly running away from Texas A&M. Have a little Texas leaguer that Vasquez makes an incredible catch on. And then a weak fly ball to right field, no opportunity to advance the runner.
Paisley Allen stares at a strike behind 0-1.
I feel like this year for Texas A&M is going to be all about seizing the moment, seizing the moment of momentum, making sure you're cashing in on opportunities as much as possible.
This has been where the Aggies have struggled at times. Runners in scoring position, 2 outs, when behind in games. 0-2 to Allen. It's this one off the end of the bat, and it's down into right field for a hit. Kowalewski, play at the plate, and she's out. What a throw from right field. They keep Texas A&M off the board, and we roll on to the third. What a throw.
think we might get a challenge here, but this ball perfectly placed by Paisley Allen, right over the head. First baseman, great job at getting this ball and immediately knowing this play is going for. And how about Marceau being perfectly positioned, gives a lane. Kowalewski tries to sneak a hand in there, but that double tag. I think we will get a challenge from Texas A&M, but man, what a developing play.
I'll tell you what, I think she might have got that hand in there before the tag. Our umpires jogging in unison off the field.
One team, one heartbeat.
For real.
Oh, I think her hand might have snuck in there.
She might be safe.
And
we
you know
were
the
wrong
difference.
Last game, though.
The difference here is the two-handed tag, right? When Marceau goes to tag, she has her right hand almost securing the ball or reaching with her, so she's taking away some of that length. If she reaches out with that left hand and immediately places that glove on, you get a few more centimeters, a few more inches, right? It's a game of inches. But look at that position. Perfect alley for Kowalewski to get in there. No question about obstruction.
Ooh, I mean, bang, bang. I think she might have had the fingertips on the edge of the plate before the tag. Is it undisputable, though? I think she's safe, Tori. With that being said, we thought that Paisley Allen was safe last game. Right. Same umpiring crew.
Right.
And that one seemed a lot more, quote-unquote, obvious than this one, right? This is tougher.
Yeah, that shot is really tough. I think it's going to stand just because it has to be, the evidence has to be overwhelming for them to change the call. But man, we've seen some great defensive plays already, and we're only in the second inning.
We have. Terrific throw by the second baseman, Liscano, to get it there.
Yeah, I thought for a minute there she was going to lay out, give it a dive. But honestly, having the wherewithal to come up and make the next play, it's half the battle.
When in review, cha-cha slide.
Yeah, never fails. Hands on your knees.
There we go.
They were getting into it.
Yeah?
She said she was safe, so she must be.
I agree. Let's leave it to the kids. Let them decide.
It would be interesting. So we're looking to see if that left arm, the left fingertips get in before or after. See, right there
is the tip of the glove
I
on
feel
the
like
shoulder.
Neither are touching just yet. You see the shadow?
Yeah.
And the shadow shrinks, right, when she puts her glove on the body.
Well, we're about to find out.
I'm on pins and needles.
Jermaine O'Gwyn about to let us know.
After review, the call stands.
She's out.
I'm 1 for 2 today. I'll take it. That's a good day.
Louisiana keeps Texas A&M off the board. Top 3 after this. Louisiana has brought their own spin on a dugout hat, and that is a look at it right there, Tori. A nice 12-6 start to the year for the Raging Cajuns.
I feel like it needs a moment of its own. It's got the boas. It looked like there was a little character on the top. Of course, as we want a close-up, she walks out. Must be part of it. They're trying to keep it down low.
We got a whole story planned for the hat. She disappears into the dugout.
She knew the scouting report was coming.
Yeah.
She had to get away.
Yeah, for real. Sixth sense that she was on TV, right? Oh, the hat's back. Here's Mia Liscano, Austin, Texas native. Skews a bunt foul, 0-2. 9-hole hitter for Louisiana. Then it'll flip back to the top. Deja Williams on deck. Kennedy Marceau in the hole.
Ah, there's the hat. Oh, she had to go get her glasses.
Got the shades.
So she went back and got the shades.
Listen, it's all about the accessories. I get it.
Mardi Gras was last week. 0-2. Knife to the left side. Kennedy Powell is there.
Don't call it the hot corner for nothing. Kennedy Powell just reading this ball. Easy catch for her. It's so funny how when you play a corner, it's almost like time slows down and those balls feel like they're coming at you a lot slower. And you watch back, you're like, wait, it was actually kind of a laser. And I caught it.
Deja Williams looks at a ball downstairs, 1-0. So that player wearing the hat right there, that is Bethany Noble for the Raging Cajuns. First of all, she made that hat from scratch. That is her creation. Coach said she's quite the character in the clubhouse.
What I love is she's a PO. So if you play the game, you know, there's just POs that sometimes are just in their own world. Right? She said she'll give up a home run. She'll be like talking to herself, and then she's on to the next one. And I think, honestly, right now, you're seeing all you need to see. This is amazing. Everybody needs a Bethany Noble on their team.
Indeed. 1-1. And it's more than just the quirks, right? It's actually a tremendous story. Had to wait her turn, right? Was kind of buried on the depth chart. Didn't get to train a lot in the offseason. Came back. Missed the first 9 games. And it deflects off the mitt in center field of Frankie Vrajel. Look at the speed by Deja Williams, a triple. Probably the fastest player on the field right now, Tori.
And that is exactly why she's in this leadoff spot for the Cajuns. Perfectly placed, beats the shift. Vrajel almost gloves that ball. But this play is right in front of Williams, so she can see this whole thing unfolding, knows without a doubt she's going to get third. Could have honestly ran in and not even needed a slide. But you talk about momentum. UL took it in the top of the second. Here they are trying to take it again in the top of the third.
Kennedy Marceau with an opportunity. Pulls back a bunt for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, a lot of craftiness with these hitters. Having their barrels out in front, pulling it back, trying to get in the eyes of the catcher. Maybe doing a little wiggle. Haven't seen that in a very long time.
Pitch misses high, 1-1. One to Marceau. And there's Bethany Noble once again. We mentioned it, right? Had to wait her turn. Coach didn't play her for the first 9 games of the season, Tori. All of a sudden gets her opportunity. You could tell she was a little bit frustrated that coach hadn't put her in yet, right? 1-2, this is cranked left center field. And it gets up over the head of Allen. Run comes in to score in Williams. RBI double, Kennedy Marceau. So coach finally ends up putting her in after this RBI double.
Yeah, Marceau getting a great piece at the top of the zone. These UL hitters are really flattening their swings out at the top of the zone, which is exactly how you have to hit a rise ball, to tattoo it the way that Marceau just did. And really in this situation, all you're trying to do is get it to the outfield. You're trying to get something in the air, something to the grass. That way you can get the speed of Williams, something easy for her to tag up on. We see the animation here from Bethany Noble, just keeping it going. You got a lot to cheer about at this point in time. You're up 2-0 on Texas A&M, top of the 3, and you've still got opportunity. You're knocking at the door with the runner in scoring position.
So coach puts her in, 9th game of the year. She gets a shutout and has absolutely accelerated up the depth chart to being one of their best arms this year. After not playing for the first 9 games, she's been lights out for the Raging Cajuns. She threw earlier today in a 6-1 win over St. Mary's.
It's a perfect example of seizing the moment, right? Stepping up the moment your name is called. I feel like there's a lot to be said about pitchers who want the ball in any situation, especially in tough situations. A lot of pitchers could cower down. Be like, oh, you finally want to put me in? Oh no, I have to do well, or else I'll never get to pitch again. And when you have that type of mentality, you start to put pressure on yourself. You start to play tense. But nothing about Bethany Noble gives tense.
No.
Said she's so animated, she pours into everyone, and I think that truly is the game paying her back, right? You pour into others, others will pour into you.
0-2. This is down 1-2.
No question, a staple in the Raging Cajun clubhouse.
One of my favorite things that she shared with us is she said she's so animated, she pours into everyone, right? But she'll get into a hitter's face, grab their face mask and say, don't you know how amazing of a hitter you are?
Right.
Wave and a miss. Big strikeout for Peters.
Huge strikeout. Sydney Peters really needed that. Goes up in the zone again, this time outer half. Able to get Haley Hart, the freshman, swinging through it. 2 outs. Still got an opportunity here.
Brooke Otto is in, had the double in the second inning to lead things off. Would come around to score. 2-0 Raging Cajun advantage here in College Station. And there for a strike, 1-1.
Peters didn't really throw that changeup much the first time through the lineup, trying to hold it. See her starting to flash it. Marceau got a changeup. Haley Hart got some changeups. Otto back-to-back changeups.
Sydney Peters looking to get out of the jam. Winds and fires, 1-2. Almost hits her. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Runner on second. Line drive, down for a hit. Waved around third, and it's off the mitt of Sowney. A run scores. Throw to third, not in time. 3-0 Louisiana.
Bethany Noble is loving it for her Cajuns. It's a great job at just staying with this pitch. She really gets beat, but muscles it through. Paisley Allen, a great throw. It does cross the base paths. But Maddie Sowney just pulls up a little too casual on this. It gets past her. A lot of things have to happen for a play at the plate to go well, right? The outfielder has to field it cleanly, make a strong throw. Your catcher has to be set up in the right spot.
That's a 2-hit day for Brooke Otto. And A&M outfielders have been busy. Cecilia Vasquez.
And if you're UL, you have to think, keep being aggressive on the base pass until you run into outs. Keep sending them, keep making this defense work.
Runner at third, 2 gone. 0-1 on the way. Well hit, left center, and it's past the diving glove of Rajal. A run is in. Vasquez pulls up in his second. RBI double.
Cajuns are pouring it on. They know what they're hunting. This ball is just too sweet over the plate. Right at your belly. And ball all over the white. A&M really needs to just find a way to stop the momentum here. UL is feeling themselves. They're feeling their swings, and I think we will get a momentum shift with a pitching change.
Trisha Ford has seen enough. A change inside the circle for Texas A&M. 4-0. Louisiana all over the Aggies. The Louisiana Raging Cajuns. 4-0 advantage on the 15th ranked team in the country. Why not? Have a good time when the scoreboard says that.
Not the swerve, high five. She's just trying to get the people going.
New pitcher inside the circle for Texas A&M. Grace Sparks receives the ball. Sparks has hurled 10 innings so far this year. Solid ERA at 1.4. Strikeout to walk ratio in a great spot as well. 10 Ks, 2 walks.
Yeah, Grace Sparks gonna give the Cajuns a different look. Sydney Peters was more up in the zone. You see those balls kind of get into the outfield, elevated very easily. Grace Sparks is quite literally the opposite. Drop baller through and through. Needs to use her defense to get her out of this inning. A&M really needs a stop here.
And this is hit through the left side of the infield, the knock. Vasquez stops at third, aggressive base running, and it's into the outfield. Throw to home, not even close. Louisiana takes advantage of the Aggie miscue, and it's 5-0.
No one is more hyped than Bethany Noble in the Louisiana dugout. How about getting it done? This is knowing what you're looking for. Swinging early in the count. Backside runner tries to get to second. Grayson Coleman, the new catcher, overthrowing second base, allowing another run to score. Things are falling apart quickly here for Texas A&M.
Here's Emily Smith, runner at second. Popped up foul. And all of this, Tori, for the most part, coming with 2 outs. In fact, all of it.
Yeah, UL's 3 for 5 with 2 outs. A team that can hit with 2 outs is a dangerous team. They're never out of the fight. Which funnily, what? Hello? English is hard. Funny enough, got it eventually.
Nailed it.
Thank you. Funny enough, that's A&M's motto for the year. It's never out of the fight. So now we get to really see if how much they believe in that.
Yeah.
Is, do you feel like you're already out of this fight? It's only 3 innings.
There's some fight.
There you go.
Big swing and a miss, Tori. 5-0. Raging Cajuns all over the Aggies in College Station. Tori, we said that Louisiana came to town hunting for an upset. They're picked to finish 3rd in the Sun Belt. This is a team, though, against power conference opponents this year that has proved they can play with anybody.
I think anybody in college softball, you've got to have that eat or be eaten, right? You want to be the one to step up in the big moment. Louisiana not only wants to try to win the Sun Belt, but they want to try to take down a top 25 team here in Texas A&M tonight.
Aggies need the offense to get going. Frankie Vrajel looks at a strike. It's 0-1. Bottom of the order for A&M, then it flips back to the top with Kennedy Powell and Talon Edwards. 0-1 to Vrajel. Outside 1-1. First at bat of the game for number 8 in white has been so crucial this year, flipping the lineup for the Aggies. Kind of a specialty of Trisha Ford, having a solid 9-hole hitter. Part of the strategy. The 1-1. Taken outside, 2 balls and a strike.
It's important for this inning to really make every at-bat count, especially after a very tough inning defensively, giving up a 4 spot.
2-1 deal. This is low and in, 3 balls and a strike. Trisha Ford has said very transparently she wants to see her team show fight in moments like this. When the backs are against the wall, it's happened a handful of times this year. How can they respond? A walk will help.
Lead off on is a start. Frankie Vrajel continuing to turn this lineup over. Now the question is, can A&M do something with it? Top of the lineup, bringing up the big hitters, a little bit of speed, a little bit of power.
Kennedy Powell. Strike on the outer half, 0-1. KP with 2 hits and an RBI, a 2-for-3 outing, game 1 against Kennesaw State earlier today. A 1 deal. Lifts it foul into the seats. A&M's had its moments so far, right? Double for Talon Edwards, stranded at third in the first. Aggressive base running. Ariel Kowalewski thrown out at the plate after a double. On a base hit from Paisley Allen. No runs to show for it. Hart underneath it. Makes the catch. A tag up. Throw to second. On target, but not in time. Frankie Vrajel in there safely, and there's a runner in scoring position for A&M with 1 out.
Such good awareness. We've seen that quite a few times tonight. A ball deep in left field, and hitters understanding, or I should say base runners, understanding their speed when they can tag up and maybe when they can't tag up. Vrajel taking advantage there.
Talon Edwards watches one off the plate, 1-0. Edwards had that double in the first. And at 429, what a start to the year. 1-0 deal. 2-0. Slowing it way down, 50 on the gun.
Now the speed differential for something hard and something softer is usually around 10 to 12 miles an hour. Just enough to throw off the timing, but not enough to double clutch.
3 balls, no strikes for Talon Edwards. Big spot for A&M, looking to respond after a 4-piece in the third for Louisiana. And a strike in there, bottom of the zone, 3-1. Another strike outer half. Slowed it down, great location. Counts full.
How about the confidence in that changeup, throwing it 3-1. Knowing you have command, can paint that outer corner.
Hoover deals. Misses down and away. 2 walks in the frame for Texas A&M. Runners at first and second, 1 out.
If you want anybody up to bat with 2 runners on, it's Maya Perez. And I think the Cajuns know this. We'll see a meeting in the circle, pitching coach Kyle Brady. Because we know what Maya Brady can do. Maya Brady, sorry, my own teammate. You know, what can you do? Maya Perez, a superstar in her own right, just drills this ball into the night. Let's take a ride on the Howdy Hat, and then again, today, it's almost like deja vu. Maya Perez, what can't she do?
All SEC a season ago, all SEC in the preseason. All-American last year.
That's right, getting some little pre-AB tips from Russ Heffley, first base coach. Probably just a little bit of calming her down, right? It's a big moment, runners on, 1 out, a lot of ways you can score here, but the mindset can't be, I need to hit a home run.
Right.
Right? It has to be, I need to stick to the pitch that I want to hit. I need to find a barrel. It doesn't have to be anything big. It just needs to be hard wherever it's at. It really doesn't even have to be hard. It's just got to be in the right spot. And I think at the moment you go up there thinking, this is the moment. This is where I need to get the big hit. That's where you start to press a little bit, get a little bit tight. She needs to stay free and just let Maya do what Maya can do.
First and second, one out for Texas A&M and Maya Perez. First pitch. She swings, lifts it high, straightaway center. Williams is there, has space, makes the catch on the warning track. Successful tag ups for the Aggies. Second and third, 2 out. Just missed it, Tori.
Just miss. But I think you are able to take away little wins from every at-bat, no matter what. Whether it's, did I swing at the pitch I was hunting? Did I find a barrel? Did I get it to the right spot? Did I move the base runners? There are so many ways that you can look at an at-bat and think, hey, that's a little win.
Here's Michaela Wark. Strike over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Wark swinging a hot wand, 8 homers to lead the team, 23 RBI. Oh-1. This is low. Another one for A&M where you sit here and say, what can't she do? Ball and a strike, the pitch. Hit off the hands, left side, outfield grass. Vasquez is there for out number 3. A&M strands 2 in scoring position, 5-0 Louisiana. Night for softball here in College Station, Texas. It's all raging Cajuns. 5-0 lead over 15th ranked Texas A&M. They've taken advantage of the opportunities and they're swinging it really well, Tori.
Yeah, they are. Jumped on Sydney Peters quickly, put up a run in the second, a 4 spot in the third. Just continuing to feed off of each other's ABs. You know what they say, hitting is contagious. And the Cajuns have proved just that.
No doubt. This is a great example of hitting being contagious. Williams with an extra base hit in that third inning. Marceau with an extra base hit in the third inning. Otto with an RBI single. And you had Cecilia Vasquez with an RBI double. Manning with a hit. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 hitters consecutively had a knock in that third inning to put up 4 runs. Mia Norwood behind 0-2, flew out to center field first time up tonight.
Yeah, and not to mention, Sydney Peters is an up ball pitcher, so hitting balls up in the zone. Manning comes in, first pitch from Grace Sparks, down in the zone. Such a quick adjustment. She doesn't wait to mess up on a pitch or miss one to get ready for the next pitch. She was ready to go as soon as she stepped in the box.
1 ball and 2 strikes for Norwood. 471 hitter on the season. 2 triples, 2 home runs. Sends this one for a ride. Foul ground left field.
Had the speed, just a little hesitant, understandably so. Right in the corner of left field. A lot of walls in your way.
Indeed. One-two deal from Sparks. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another one off the plate. Count full 3-2 for the Stonewall, Louisiana native.
First out for A&M would be huge. Stopping the momentum, which is still fully on UL's side.
Tapper to the left side. Powell scoops. Throws to first in time. 1 away. Mia Liscano now in the 9-hole. Lined out to the hot corner her first time up. It's funny, KK Dement was the busy one in game 1 of the doubleheader. Now it's been Kennedy Powell in the hot corner, who's had her fair share. A wave and a miss, 0-1. Sparks through 2/3 of an inning so far. 12 pitches, 9 for strikes.
13 pitches, 9 for strikes now.
I'm with you.
From the belt, the 1-1. Called a strikeout or half, 1-2.
If Sparks can keep that off speed right there, she's going to win a lot of ABs. It's a pitcher's pitch.
1-2. Hit into the air, shallow left. Allen is there. Head high snag, out number 2. Top of the order, Deja Williams. Got the hit party going in that 3rd inning. A 1-out triple to set the table. First offering misses low, 1-0. And she showed how truly fast she is on the base paths. Really hit another gear after she saw it deflect off of Rajal's glove. 1-0.
Yeah, it helps when that play is in front of you and you can kind of see and rely on your own eyes and instincts rather than trying to look up and find the coach. It kind of gives you almost a track version of running the bases. Just hit that base and turn left.
1-1, right back up the middle, skips over the second base bag, a 2-out knock.
Williams finding her way aboard in a plethora of ways. First the triple, now the single right back up the middle. See if she tests the arm of Grayson Coleman behind the plate.
Strike down the outer half, 0-1. Well, the hits have been there all night long. 7 of them so far for the Raging Cajuns. 5 runs to show for it. And that's a huge reflection of hitting coach Will Shipman.
Yeah, Bill Shipman, if you listen or watch college softball, the name Shipman might ring a bell. Maddie Shipman played at Tennessee, is now an ESPN analyst. And Allie Shipman, a little bit of connection there as well. Coach Habits coached her at Alabama her last year. So Bill Shipman has been around this game for a long time. Built that connection already through the daughters.
1-2. Well struck, foul. Into the Aggie bullpen, 1-2, it'll stay.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. She said that Bill brings a new perspective. He loves the offensive strategy of hitting, but not just the strategy side, but the way he interacts with the hitters. He's not a cookie cutter guy. He kind of tweaks everything to personal swing. Finding those cues that really help you tune in, right? You could be saying the same thing, but you're using 2 different cues. So keeping that continuity throughout the coaching staff.
2-2. Outside, count full. I said there's a lot of trust in him, right? He builds the players up mentally in a different way, from a different perspective, right? Not going to get mad at you when it doesn't go right. Instead, reassures you how good of a player you truly are.
And part of me thinks that comes from him being a girl dad, right?
Sure.
Understands what it's like to grow up, and he's seen his daughters go through this experience and at a high level, might I add. I mean, phenomenal. The Shipman family is just phenomenal athletes all around. I think what a cool perspective that he brings, seeing it from the other side and now seeing it from the coaching side.
Payoff pitch, laced foul. Plus he's got the tats, right?
Right.
Big,
you gotta love
big
that.
tattoo fan, right? Gotta love it. Look at that.
Wonder how many he's got.
A lot of ink. Payoff again. Chopper left side, what a snag, Powell. Unreal.
Not very tall, but she makes up for it in hops. Kennedy Powell reaching up for this high bouncer, just gets enough of it, and a strong throw to first. Aggies trying to cut the lead.
It's all Louisiana here in College Station. 5 runs, 7 hits. Raging Cajuns pouring it all over the Aggies, Tori.
Yeah, the big one for me that stands out is that 3 in the error column for Texas A&M. Just really kind of fell apart defensively a little bit there in the top of the third. Cajuns just poured on those extra base hits, and A&M didn't really have an answer.
A&M looking to respond. Perhaps Ariel Kowalewski can help him in doing so. A ball and a strike for AK-47. And a conversation first.
Looks like they're going to switch some pitch comms. Communication between the dugout calling the pitch and the defenders receiving said pitch. Much more important for the catcher to have a working one.
Yes. 1-1 misses low, 2 balls and a strike. You know, it hasn't been perfect, right? You've had 2 walks, 3 hits, but it's been 3 innings of gritty pitching from Sage Hoover, right? Not allowing a run, runners in scoring position, getting out of the jams. There's a base hit into right field. Ariel Kowalewski well struck.
The rotation that Kowalewski has, especially on that inner half, she is vicious with her hands and how quick they're getting to that ball. That's a ball up in your grill, up and in. If you're not ready for that pitch, it can eat you alive all day. That can be an easy, lazy fly out to first base, but the way she's able to turn to that ball, it's a good piece of it.
KK Dement, right back to the pitcher. Say it, Tori.
PFP, PFP. I've trained him so well, you guys. This is amazing. Now you're starting the chants.
I know it.
Usually that's my world, right? About free bases. We were talking about free bases earlier.
That's why I tossed it back to you.
We love free bases. My softball girls, they know. They understand. I'm proud.
Grayson Coleman looking to continue the momentum a little bit here. Did move the runner into scoring position with 1 out. Pitch misses inside, 1-0. Another challenge here for Hoover. Been resilient in the circle for the Raging Cajuns. 1-0. This is in again, 2-0.
And I think you see why Hoover is having a lot of success against these A&M hitters is she's not leaving anything over the middle of the plate, right? She's really painting the black. If it's outside, it's outside. If it's in, she's missing too far in rather than over the white.
In there for a strike, 2-1. Hoover mentored by brand new pitching coach for the Raging Cajuns, Kyle Brady. 2-1 offering. This is low, 3-1.
That's a perfect example of a great miss. If you're gonna miss with a changeup, miss low. Miss underneath that strike zone. If you miss above, now it's in the sweet spot, and any hitter that's got a decent swing could put a big barrel.
In there for a strike, counts full.
Just moves it up a little bit. That's why we heard Coach Habits talking about her location and how much pride she takes in hitting those spots. It's a lot easier to call a sequence when you're hitting the right spots.
Payoff pitch. Wave and a miss. Big strikeout from Hoover. Believe it or not, just her first of the night.
Yeah, not afraid to get up in that kitchen. Goes up and in to Grayson Coleman. She can't quite catch up to it. I think seeing that swing makes you appreciate Ariel Kowalewski's hit and how fast her barrel was turning to get to that inner rise ball.
Tough spot for Paisley Allen. Behind in the count, 0-1, 2 outs, runner in scoring position. A&M has yet to make the Cajuns pay for allowing a runner to get in scoring position tonight. 0-1. Kyle Brady, pitching coach for Louisiana. Coach Abbott said he's brilliant, right? He's young, brings a young, youthful mind to it, no ego. Said he's been a breath of fresh air to have on staff. 1-1. Not gonna miss, 1-2.
I think a lot of that comes from Brady being a pitcher himself in baseball. He remembers those times when he was in school. He knows what it's like to be out there, the ball in your hand. Knows how to motivate them, get the most out of his pitchers.
1-2. Scooped up right side. Liscano puts it away. And the Cajuns hanging on to this 5-0 advantage. Aggies strand a runner in scoring position once again.
It's exciting. I mean, that's something everybody looks forward to.
Show everyone what we put together as a team.
You want to go play in the SEC. It's go time, and we're so excited.
Softball is back, baby, right around the corner. Finishing up the non-conference. Then we get to play that conference slate, Tori. Nothing better.
Absolutely nothing. Maybe opening day is a close second.
Okay.
But SEC opening weekend? Fire me up.
Haley Hart is in, looks at a strike, 0-1. Aggies again, strand a runner in scoring position in that home half of the fourth. It's been all raging Cajuns on this Friday night. And what a dichotomy, right? You have the highest of highs, a perfect game in game one of this doubleheader against Kennesaw State. And now you trail 5-0. Can't get the offense going. Pitching struggling a bit. And the call is safe. KK Dement everything she could after the backhand.
So smooth over there at shortstop. I think when I watch her play, I have no doubt that she's going to come up with it cleanly. But the question is, getting rid of it quickly doesn't always mean as hard as you can, right? She throws this ball as hard as she can, and it goes up. If she throws that ball down into the ground, gets a one-hopper to Michaela Wark over there at first base, we could be looking at a different outcome, right? The deeper you are in the infield, the lower to the ground the ball should be when you're throwing it over to first base, especially when you've got somebody speedy like Haley Hart.
This has kind of been the perfect storm, right? Those were plays that were made in game one earlier today, right? She had been on fire against Kennesaw State. Maybe a little bit of the fatigue gets to you as well. 2 games in a day after playing last night as well. They're used to it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'm over here like, eh. I mean, a routine play is a routine play, right?
Yeah.
But it's not about fatigue. I think it's just about making the right decision in the moment. It happens very quick. But those are the things that you practice, and you have to understand the situation. If you've got a speedy runner versus, like if I'm running to first base, you've got a little bit more time, right? I'm not a speedy, super speedy runner. I may hit it really hard at you. You've got a little bit more time. But understanding that Haley Hart has got some speed, and you need that ball to get over there as quick as possible, especially when you're waiting back on the ball. Now, if she's to charge that ball, it becomes a different story. Now you can take an extra shuffle and fire it and make sure it's on a line. But because she was so deep behind the base path, now she has to bounce it in because it's going to travel faster on the ground than it will in the air.
Brooke Otto aboard once again this evening. A double, RBI single.
Grace Sparks trying to go in the inner half. Catches the back knee.
Now Talia hit by pitch. "35 pitches for Sparks, 25 for strikes. First and second, nobody out.
Seen quite a few sack bunt attempts as well. I think it goes to show that no lead is safe.
Yeah.
And how vital every run that you can push across is. No matter how you move them over, doesn't matter. Just can you get them 60 feet closer to home?
There's a bunt. Powell. Throw to first is there, one away. Runners advance. Second and third for the Raging Cajuns. Madison Manning set to dig in. RBI single and a pop out so far tonight. Manning not featured in game one against St. Mary's earlier today in a 6-1 win for Louisiana. Getting her first swings. There's a sharp liner past Powell down the left field line. Two are in to score. 2 RBI double for Manning.
Coach Habits told us that she can go a speed lineup or she can go a power lineup. Manning getting her opportunity and lacing this ball down the left field line. Talk about a big time to come up with a big swing. 2 runners on, perfectly placed. I mean, if you're ULL, you are feeling good coming into this inning. Top of 5, you've already seen 2 arms. Gonna get another pitching change. You've chased 2 A&M pitchers out of the circle and continue to tattoo balls. Bethany Noble is loving it.
Bethany Noble tells all. 7-0, Louisiana, all over A&M in College Station. All of the Raging Cajuns back home. Louisiana stand up. Cajuns in front, 7-0 in College Station. Gotta love it.
I feel like I need to be in the dugout with her to experience this type of energy. And her teammates are not fazed. That's how I know this is truly who she is. She does this every day.
Bethany Noble is my spirit animal.
This is fantastic. No shortage of entertainment tonight out of the Louisiana dugout. New pitcher inside the circle for Texas A&M, Taylor Pennell. 11.5 innings so far this year, 10 Ks, 3 walks. First pitch in there for a strike against the righty, Emily Smith.
Now Pennell, a transfer from Mizzou, has really become a closer in her own right. You don't really see closer, starter, reliever as much as you would see it in baseball, but Taylor Pennell has become a true closer and loves the pressure, loves the spotlight, and she really does well in this role because of that changeup.
1-1, just in front of us.
Thought I had my moment.
Tori got hyped.
I was ready to catch it. I'll protect you, don't worry, Gio.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Preach.
I was a goalie, though. The reflexes are there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's fair.
That was many moons ago. 1-2. Wave and a miss. Drop third strike, no problem. It's a huge second out.
Yeah, that's the pitch right there that Taylor Pennell sees the most success with, is the changeup, and she's able to sell it with her entire body. She looks like she's throwing hard, and all of a sudden she spins off that ball and it drops in for a strike before you even know what happened.
Called a strike in her half on the check swing, and the count 0-1. Ian Norwood, right fielder for Louisiana. Ground out and a fly out so far today. And she takes one. Hit by pitch to a board. What's this conversation look like, Tori?
I think they're just re-entering some players. Looks like we got a pinch runner. No, that's still Norwood at first base down there. We are going to get a pinch hitter. Lillian Soto.
All right.
None other than. I love that she's getting an opportunity.
Yes.
Because this was one of the players that Coach Habits told us about. She said Soto is a player that loves to wear this jersey. She gave her an opportunity to hit, and she struck out in 3 pitches, right? She's like, okay, maybe she's just nervous. I'm going to give her another opportunity. And she said, I know that it was hard because who wants to just stare at 3 pitches and not get the bat off your shoulder?
There's a line drive into left. Allen is there, makes the catch. Wrap up your story, though, Tori. It's a good one.
Well, Lillian Soto gets another at-bat, fouls one off, doesn't get the hit, and then gets a 3rd chance, gets a big hit for them, tattooed the ball off of.
Raging Cajuns tonight, 4 runs in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, Deja Williams getting the Cajuns going with a leadoff triple, and then the extra base hits just poured in, and also the defensive miscues by Texas A&M. 3 in 1 inning. But Louisiana has just been swinging the bat and being aggressive on the base paths. You see them really pushing the envelope, trying to get 60 feet closer to home.
A&M in a little bit of desperation mode here. Trailing 7 runs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Frankie Vrajo looking to get him going with the count even 1-1. It has to be a situation, Tori, where you can't look at the mountain to climb and see, okay, we're down 7, right? You feels like you have to take it pitch by pitch, right?
Absolutely.
And chip away at it.
Absolutely. I mean, all you can do is chase 1, right? You still got a goose egg up on the scoreboard. I think the hardest one to get is the first one. I think if you just put some quality ABs together, you don't worry about the score. Also a lot easier said than done, right? But putting together quality ABs, following through with your plan, and letting the game play out how it's supposed to be. If you take care of the little things, it should go your way, right? But also at the same time, UL is doing everything they need to do, making the plays when they need to be made. Vasquez has been a star over there at shortstop.
Maybe that can get him going. Oh, the jinx, Tori. Foot first plunge into second for Frankie Vrajo.
That one's on me. That one's on me. We talked about how locked down she's been on defense, but this one honestly is a great placement by Frankie Vrajo. Great barrel control. She loves to go into that 5-6 hole with some pop. And honestly, if she would have made that play, it would have been a phenomenal play. We would be up here screaming, yelling, jumping up and down because of just how quick it all developed. And how about Frankie Vrajo taking an extra 60 feet on the bobble?
Heads up base running. That has been a strength for A&M this weekend. Kennedy Powell. First offering in there for a strike. A 1. Knifed foul. Can A&M build some momentum? Five hits for the Aggies, no runs to show for it. 0-2 deal. Line drive, left field. One hops in front of Hart. Frankie Vrajel stays put at second. It is a hit. There are 2 on for the Aggies and Talon Edwards.
Yeah, a little bit of a misread by Vrajel. She sees this one, she needs to freeze instead of making her way back to second. The play's right in front of you, so you see her take off, turns her shoulders to the ball, which is exactly what you want to do, but that step right there, the crossover back to second base, takes away that momentum and doesn't allow her to get 60 feet closer to home. That's a missed opportunity right there.
Here's Talon Edwards, 429 hitter. Edwards calls time. First offering. This is off the plate, 1-0. You get the feel, Tori, if A&M can get it going a little bit, could be far from over. 1-0. Called a strike, bottom of the zone. Fetter the off speed.
They definitely have the ability to do so. They have the bats, they have the power. But really it's the opportunities, cashing in on those opportunities.
Back-to-back strikes, 1 and 2.
I almost feel like I'm watching the hitters and I can't tell which pitch they're trying to go for, right? There's a pitch on the outer half. Edwards doesn't sniff at it, and then there's one right down the middle. It didn't look like she was ready to hit that one either. So if you're sitting on in.
Swing and a miss, a huge strikeout. Sage Hoover with her second.
She's been so composed all game. I think she realizes that they're gonna climb the ladder. No one more excited than Bethany Noble there in the background, rocking the hat. But I mean, back to the hitters, if you're not looking out and you're not looking in, where are you looking? To me, you have to decide, right? You have to stick true to the plan or else you're going to get beat, especially when a pitcher is hitting their spots the way Hoover has been doing all night.
Texas A&M 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position tonight. Ball and a strike for Maya Perez. 2 home runs so far this weekend for 24 in white. Hitless against the Raging Cajuns though, 0 for 2. Good eye outside, 2-1.
A&M's also 4 for 5 with leadoff on. And 4 times they haven't been able to push a run across. Need some quality ABs, especially with runners in scoring position.
2-1 deal. Misses low. 3 balls and a strike for Perez.
Feel the momentum building. Each pitch becomes more important than the last.
3-1. Off the plate, ball 4. A&M has them loaded with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. This is where you have to strike, right, Tori? If there's ever a time, it's now or never.
Truly, now or never.
And they will pinch run for Maya Perez. Fresh on the base paths, junior out of Pearland, Texas, Haley Golden.
One of the first runners off the bench for Texas A&M.
Coach Ford calls her a true glue kid. Says she leaves her mark, super hard worker, doesn't necessarily get the plate appearances, but a lover of the program. And now a circle visit.
Kyle Brady gonna take a trip out, kind of cut some of that momentum. You felt it rising.
Yeah.
Music's on, the crowd's cheering. Everything's settled, and then he calls timeout. It's almost like icing the kicker. I think these numbers really tell you the story of A&M's offense and their ability to cash in on opportunities. Doing a great job at getting those leadoff hitters on, but really not doing much once they get on. Only 2 for 13 with runners on, 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. So they're getting them there, they're just not getting them in.
Have to get them in here. Michaela Work, bases loaded, 1 out, bottom 5. First offering. Runs low, 1-0. Work 0 for 2 in this game. Team leader in home runs with 8. 23 RBI. 1-0 deal. Work cranks it foul.
Foul, but I could tell that she was hunting inside. And I can't say the same for a lot of the other A&M hitters. Looks like they're guessing or waiting for the perfect pitch. Work's going in knowing exactly what she wants to hit.
Base hit and 2 walks in the last game, the 1-1. This is outside, 2-1. Biggest moment of the game thus far for Texas A&M. Hoover deals, 2-1. Off speed off the plate, 3 balls and a strike.
It's a great take too. With how far she stands away from the plate. She's got great vision, understanding where that strike zone is.
3-1 on the way. Swung on and drilled deep to left field, and it is gone over the scoreboard. Michaela Work is grand.
And that is the difference in buying into the plan. I knew exactly which pitch Michaela Work was hunting, and she saw it big. Up in the zone, doesn't matter. Anything on the inner half, she was going to absolutely dominate. Front foot down, barrel extended, see you never.
That just changed the game.
You're not out of it till you're out of it, but it takes the hitter that's gonna step up in the big moment. Who's gonna be the clutch player to come up in the pressure-filled situation? And time again this year, it has been Michaela Work.
7-4, the new score. You can see the look on the face of Sage Hoover. What a swing for Work.
Beautiful.
Davis Diamond is lit.
Elevate and celebrate. Pitch up in the zone are the ones that leave the fastest, easiest to get up. And that one was up. It was over the scoreboard up. That's a big scoreboard out there.
That might be the biggest scoreboard in college softball.
.253 feet. Might have went as high as it did far.
Ariel Kowalewski looks at his strike. Can she keep it rolling? 1 out. Grand slam, bottom of the 5th. They say hitting is contagious. We've seen that on display today, Tori. Can the Aggies tap into some of that? 0-2. Couple of great response pitches from Sage Hoover.
Yeah, she's been so steady all night. And even with that grand slam, really no emotion on her face. You're not seeing her get overly worked up or down on herself.
Lifted foul. Kowalewski's still alive, 0-2.
Jeff Harger over there at third base, kind of giving her a look down, making sure that zone stays down. You know, Hoover will go up in the zone, getting a few chases with that rise.
0-2 to AK. Tapped foul. We've gotten some treats tonight, Tori. We had a perfect game, a grand slam.
What else?
Pull out the bingo
what
card.
Else is, yeah. Surely we can win a Jolly Rancher or something.
Right?
0-2. This is hit into the air, right field, staying in the yard. Norwood is there, makes the catch for out number 3. Aggies grab 4. Oh, out number 2. Pardon me.
It's all right. There was a lot going on.
Happens.
There was a lot going on.
It happens. You know what?
A lot of traffic.
That's the
you know?
worst thing that happens this weekend. We're in a good spot. So
Very true.
That's on me.
It's all right. You just give them an extra out.
You
right?
know.
It's like a free out.
Here's KK Dement. First offering. In there for a strike, 0-1. KK 0 for 2 tonight. Pop out and a ground out, right back to the pitcher. Lifts it back, 0-2. Two gone, nobody on. 0-2 the count for KK Dement. Hoover from the hip. Calls time.
Hoover's in a pace. You tell the A&M hitters feel a little bit rushed, calling time.
0-2. Turned on that one, foul. KK trying to keep the momentum rolling a little bit. Michaela Wark with the grand slam to keep the Aggies in it earlier this frame. We're ready, D. Let's go. 0-2. Inside, 1-2.
It's a tough take. But you gotta know the strike zone. Blue hasn't been given that side of the plate as often.
Good job, Sage. Good job, Sage.
1-2. Hit into the air. And right into the mitt of Williams. Michaela Wark keeping the Aggies in it, Tori.
Her 9th of the season. Why not make it grand? Foot down, barrel extended, into the night. Michaela Wark gets the Aggies on the board.
Michaela Ward trying to keep this 15th ranked Texas A&M team in it. A grand slam in the bottom of the 5th to draw them back within 3. But the defense has to do its job before the offense can continue to produce, Tori.
Yeah, for me, it really needs to start in the circle. Louisiana jumping on Sydney Peters early in this game, caught up to Grace Sparks as well, the reliever. Now Taylor Pennell trying to throw her hat in the ring. Can she shut down this Louisiana offense, who's been firing on all cylinders really since the beginning of this game?
Top of the order for the Ragin' Cajuns. Deja Williams continues to pull back that bunt in the leadoff spot. To O'Deal in there for a strike. Deja Williams has had a terrific outing. Triple in the 3rd, base hit in the 4th. 2 for 3 at the plate. 2-1. Nubs this one off the end of the bat. Powell is there, and she's just so fast that there's no play.
An oops. This is a check swing.
Pardon me.
And she realizes, oh, that's going to be fair. And because of the angle that she hit it at, it just dies right in front of Kennedy Powell. With the speed that she's got, there's nothing you can do with that ball.
How about the necklace, too? The chain with the 7? It's pretty sweet.
L-U-C-K-Y. Lucky 7, make it fly.
I've never heard that one before either. You got all of them.
It's one of those softball cheers.
All right,
we'll catch you up to speed.
Right. Wait. Oh, 1 misses. What'd you say in game 1? Free is your favorite 4-letter word?
That's right. Free is my favorite 4-letter word.
It's another bar.
Free food.
Oh, nothing better
Right?
than free food.
Anything free in front of it is just great.
One ball, 2 strikes for Kennedy Marceau. Which, by the way, Marceau spells the last name M-A-R-C-E-A-U-X. Is that not the most Louisiana Ragin' Cajun thing you have ever seen? It's perfect.
A Louisiana girl through and through.
The French touch, the 1-2, plunks her. Perhaps not. Our umpire and crew will talk about it.
Yeah, I think just a second opinion. There was a little bit of wiggle on that ball. And the way Marceau moved out of the way, I couldn't tell if it hit the knob. They are going to award her first base.
So a hit and a hit by pitch to start out this 6th inning. Not exactly what you were looking for out of Taylor Pennell.
Huh. Looks like it got the knob to me, but maybe I need corrective lenses.
Oh, you're 1 for 2 on reviews.
Hey, I'll take a 500 day any day.
Bunt foul for Haley Hart. Base hit, strikeout, fly out for 8 in black today. Jerseys are pretty sweet too.
Black is nice.
I love a good script.
Battle of the script.
Great bunt. Powell, better play.
How much room Kennedy Powell is covering. Kayla Ward, first baseman, anchored on that play, so she's going to stay put at her base. The ability to get that ball down. The ball was low in the zone. Haley Hart getting it done, mind you, in the 3-hole.
Brooke Otto pulls back on a strike, 0-1. Double, RBI single, hit by pitch today. She represents 3 of the 7 Ragin' Cajun runs. That's productive. 2nd and 3rd, 1 gone. 0-1. Lifts this one into the air. Left center field. Back is Vrajel, and she makes the catch. Tag up, throw to 2nd. No double off. A sac fly, the run scores. And it's 8-4.
exactly what you want in that situation. Something high on the grass. Give Williams, the fastest player on your team, a chance to score. Didn't have to go far. Overachieved in that area. More than enough room.
Could be a crucial insurance run. The 0-1. Or even a miss, 0-2. Call me crazy. 4-run advantage, especially when it doubles the score, just looks loftier than 3.
It absolutely does, but also A&M completely took the momentum. Louisiana comes back and says, not on my watch. Immediately coming back, putting a run up on the board. It's big time for the momentum.
8-4, Louisiana tallies 1, top of the 6th in College Station. 8-4, Louisiana leads it over 15th ranked Texas A&M. The Raging Cajuns looking for their first win in College Station since 2017, almost 10 years.
I mean, look at the difference in the energy. I feel like it could paint the story for you. Louisiana has been in it since pitch 1. And I think a lot of that is due to Bethany Noble and that energy that she brings in the dugout. Of course, it's easier when things are going your way, right? But A&M has got to find a way to get that momentum up in the dugout, whether that's taking the momentum of the Grand Slam swing from Michaela Wark last inning or finding something new. Buy into something. Find a way to reach down deep inside, find that energy, celebrate the little things.
I think Louisiana is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Sun Belt this year. 1-1. This is low and in, 2-1. And how could you not, right? You have a coach that is so seasoned, right? So veteran. I understand it's only the second year as the head coach, and after spending all that time as the associate head coach at Alabama. Base hit down the left field line. Grayson Coleman is aboard with a leadoff knock.
Seeing some fight. She's trying to get him in it. Grayson Coleman just does a good job at getting her hips cleared and sneaks that in between the base and Otto at third. How about that angle by Hart in left field? Gets it in quick.
Any juice left for the Aggies? Pinch runner here for Coleman. Scout Lovell. You saw her have a tremendous catch on the run in right field to help seal the perfect game against Kennesaw State earlier today. Paisley Allen is in. Hack and a miss, 0-1. Steady Eddie has been Sage Hoover. Hasn't flinched in the circle. Fires the 0-1. Tapped foul, 0-2.
Yeah, I think it's impressive too. You think about how many times these hitters have seen her. Now they're going through their third time through the lineup, which it gets harder and harder as you go. The more times you see a pitcher, you're understanding the way their ball moves, their pace of game, the sequencing they like to throw you. So by this time, the hitter should have the advantage.
0-2 misses high. A ball and a pair of strikes.
And yeah, we saw the grand slam last inning, but she really settled in. She was able to get 2 big outs after the grand slam, get them out of that inning, and gets another insurance run.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first for Allen. Pitch on the way. Cranked foul. Well struck. A hair early, Tori?
Out and around. Inner half, if you don't get those hips cleared to stay inside of the ball, you're going to waste it foul every time.
2-2. This is down and in.
Tough take. Change up on the inner half. The spin she's putting on that ball. That's a really tough pitch to take with 2 strikes.
Hoover deals, payoff. Lifted, left field, foul ground. It's over the fence. Home run distance.
Always try to lean a little bit to the right, see if I can get right in line with the foul pole.
What a terrific at-bat. Payoff pitch to Allen. Taken, ball 4.
Down in the zone, right at the knees. These are scary pitches to take. Hoover just really been in and around the zone all night. See her communicating with the catcher there. Stay right there, don't move.
Here's Frankie Vrajel. In there for a strike. A walk and a double today. Part of the Grand Slam committee in the 5th. A 1 deal. Lifted left field on the run. Hart hangs onto it. No tag.
A missed opportunity there by A&M on the base pass. That ball slices away from lefties, so you have to realize that that ball is going to take the left fielder away from third base. I think Scout Lovell, especially with the speed she's got, could have tagged up from second. You need every run you can get at this point.
Top of the order, Kennedy Powell. Slaps this one up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. Speed around third for Lovell. She comes in to score. 2 in scoring position, and a huge RBI for Kennedy Powell.
This is why it's so important to get back to the top of this lineup, because of the bats of Kennedy Powell. Talon Edwards coming up behind her, but trying to get that insurance, getting one step closer with every single hit. Single to lead it off with Coleman, and then the gritty walk that Allen was able to get. But Kennedy Powell, the senior, truly making them pay. Now you've got some of your best hitters coming up with 2 in scoring position. Getting to that point in the game where you can start counting the outs. If you're Louisiana, you've got 5 outs to work with.
If you're A&M, do you have them right where you want them?
You would think, right? You've got all the momentum right now, but to me, it's can you sustain, right? Can you continue to have quality at bats? You waste one, you waste an opportunity. That's when you lose that momentum. That's when UL takes that momentum and snatches it back.
Coach Harger giving the words to the veteran, Talon Edwards. She can plate 2, it'll bring them within a run.
And really, if you're Talon, you're not thinking, I have to plate these, right? There's a free base open.
Yep.
All you're thinking is, I got to find a way to get to first base and let my big hitters behind me, Maya Perez and Michaela Wark, who hit the Grand Slam, give them the opportunity.
Tying run at the plate. First pitch to Edwards. Taken below the knees, 1-0.
Zone, it seems like it's getting a little tighter as the game moves on. Some of these pitches I would be hacking at, so I'm not quite sure where they are.
1-0 called a strike, outer half. Even 1-1. This feels like it's the biggest at-bat of the game thus far. Second and third, 1 out. The 1-1. High and in, 2-1.
Gotta let that one hit you. See the quick head movement.
Gotta take it.
Yeah, you gotta take it. Like I said, anything that can get you to first base. You don't have to be the hero right here.
2-1. Tapped off the end of the bat, 2-2.
Of course, it's always nice to be the hero, but the goal is how do we win? Right? Statistically, how do we win? We get our big bats up, give them an opportunity with the bases juiced. They have to go at you.
Former Gold Glover at Oklahoma State. 2-2. Sharply hit right side, diving stop. And it pulled her off the bag. We got a pickle between home and third. What a move by Powell. Foot first slide in his second, Edwards.
Speed kills, and Kennedy Powell's got a lot of it. Talon Edwards, a laser. What a play here by Lascano.
Oh, she just missed the
Manning
bag.
at first base. She wasn't aware of where that base was, but knew the next play was coming. And Kennedy Powell just does a little whoop. It gets past Otto at third base. Otto committed before she saw Kennedy Powell's back. In a rundown like that, you have to make a runner commit. As soon as they turn their back, you know that's where they're committing to go into that base. She never turned her back completely to run towards home, but Otto committed first thing. I am curious to see if they'll call her out of the base path.
Louisiana is challenging the call of safe at first base. That play is under review.
The juke was nasty.
Yeah, the juke was disgusting. I don't want any part of that. But they are going to go and challenge the call at first base with Manning trying to find the bag over there with that right foot.
Now, she definitely missed it the first time. She did readjust and get back on. Was it in time?
So there's the initial miss.
Oh.
I think she gets her.
Yeah, I think she's still out. I agree.
That shows the importance of being a first baseman and understanding where you're at all times, right? If you're playing behind the base, you should always know exactly how many steps you are from the bag and where to position. And it's actually better if you turn away from the ball for a split second to find that base instead of having the ball in your glove and trying to play searching for it with my toe. That's when things get dicey over there at first base. And can I just add that I'm so glad we have a safety bag now as well, because this could have been a lot different if they're both fighting for position on one base. Let this be the example of why the safety bag is necessary, because not every play is going to be perfect, but this definitely does help some of the collisions that we have seen in the past at first base. But again, if it sticks with you, if you play first base, you have to know where you're at. You have to know where you're at in correlation to the base at all times, whether you're in front of it, behind it.
Regardless of how they rule this, the run is scored for Paisley Allen.
Yes.
She is in. So it is a 2-run game, no matter what.
After review, the call at first base is going to be changed. The runner is out. By rule, Louisiana gets to keep their challenge without 2 remaining for the game.
That's big, and I think they got it right.
They definitely got it right, able to switch it. Manning gets her foot down on that base a hair before Talon Edwards gets there. And now it changes things, but also goes to show how big that was that Kennedy Powell is able to get out of that pickle between third base and home. 2 outs, but you still got a runner 60 feet from home with one of your best hitters up to bat.
Maya Perez back up for Texas A&M. Tying run at the dish. First offering. Way outside, 1-0. And Hoover calls time. Maya Perez, 16 home runs for the All-American last season, the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Been pitched around at times this season. That's how much of a threat she is. Can't pitch around her right here. One. Big swing and a miss, 1-2.
Deep breath, reset. Again, the message is the same. It doesn't have to be a home run right here. Yes, it would be great, but you still got the hitter that just went yaya off of this same pitcher that's still in the game.
1-2 taken high.
You just got to give yourself a chance, right? You don't got to go for the win right now. Smooth is fast. When we get really intense and try to hit that ball really far, we tense up and we get slow.
Slow roller. Vasquez makes the play for out number 3. Aggies plate 2, they're within 2. Top of the 7th after this in College Station. Louisiana over 15th ranked Texas A&M as we head to the top of the 7th inning here in College Station. New pitcher inside the circle for the Aggies. It's yesterday's starter, number 7 in white, Sydney Lessentine. What an outing she had last night.
Yeah, last night, complete game. Only 2 hits on the night, 1 walk, which is really the number I'm looking at. Career high, 8 Ks. I think it makes sense. She's the ace. Also speed him back up a little bit after seeing Pinnell. Lessentine has a little bit more zip on her ball. Also got a little bit of everything, so able to mix it up. Splits the zone vertically, but also has a knee buckling changeup as well.
First offering to Manning, misses the zone high and away, in the count 1-0. Manning really taking advantage of the opportunity. Did not play in game 1 earlier for Louisiana against St. Mary's. Looks at a strike, 1-1. But today against Texas A&M, RBI single and a 2 RBI double. As drove in 3 of the 8 Raging Cajun runs. 1-1 deal. Cranked foul. Ten hits for Louisiana. 9 hits for 15th ranked Texas A&M. Underneath it to make the play, Kowalewski. 1 away. And a correction, Mathis out there in right field. Handful of defensive substitutions for the Aggies. One of them being Dee Baldwin, the new backstop for Texas A&M.
Yeah, 3 different catchers we've seen in this game. Maddie Sowney, the freshman, starts. Grayson Coleman comes in with Grace Sparks, and now we see Dee Baldwin. A lot of depth behind the dish.
First pitch to Lily Knox, runs high, 1-0. A&M still very in this. They can get these outs unscathed. 2-run game. They've scored 2 or more in each of the last 2 innings. 1-0 offering. This is high and in, 2-0. Totally different scenario for Sydney Lessentine in contrast to starting a game, which is what she's typically used to this season. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. And the one thing about Lessentine has been typically gets jumped on out of the gate and then eases her way into it. There's just no room for that here if you're the Aggies.
Yeah, I think she definitely throws better towards an end of game. Something about the opening of the game, a lot of adrenaline. It's easy to just kind of let those pitches go over the plate, but you're right, they don't have that opportunity right now. She has to shut this lineup down if they want to give themselves a chance to come back and try to walk this off in the 7th.
She hurls back-to-back strikes, fills the count, 3-2. Big spot for the freshman, Lily Knox. Payoff pitch on the way. Hit off the hands, right side. Edwards makes the pinch. 2 away.
Two quality outs for Sydney Lessentine.
Really battled in that at-bat, too. Was behind 3-0.
And I think the beauty of it is she already pitched this weekend, so she's kind of knocked the dust off already. Doesn't have to worry about trying to redeem herself, right? She's already done what she's needed to do, and now they're calling on her, and she's making it happen.
What'd you say to her pregame down there? You said the change was nasty yesterday?
It was sick nasty yesterday.
Nasty.
She just laughed. Thank you.
You're like an idol to the current regime. 1-0.
It's got to be the epic curveball I've got, right?
Right.
All my girls listening, they know. They know what I'm talking about. 5th string pitcher.
I was going to say, you don't pitch, so I actually don't know what position you play, but I know you don't pitch. 1-1. Called the strike in her half, 1-2.
Nice pitch.
You like hitting way too much to be a pitcher.
Correct. But hey, I don't hate on the pitchers. I love pitching. Learn a lot from them. Same could go for pitcher learning about hitters. Makes you better.
1-2. Tap to the backstop to stay alive. Me and Norwood. Fly out, ground out, hit by a pitch so far today. Lessentine deals, 1-2. Gets past Powell, foul.
Good job to get a piece of that. Again, you see that changeup just falls off the table. When you're outside of your legs, it's hard to get a piece of that, but able to stick with it.
On the other side, it's Rourke, Kowalewski, and Dement due up for Texas A&M. Lessentine's 1-2. Hit off the hands, soft flare for a 2-out single.
What a quab for Norwood there. Talked about how great it was for her to be even able to get a piece of that changeup, and then Lessentine comes right back in hard in her kitchen, is able to just muscle it to the grass. Gives them one more chance to try to get some insurance.
Mia Liscano is back in. Austin, Texas native in the 9-hole. First pitch. In there for a strike. Remember, she came out for one at-bat. Soto came in, lined out on the first pitch she saw. Liscano back in. 0-1 offering. Lifted into the air, left center field, long run, and it's off the mitt of Vrajul. Norwood waved around third, no throw to the plate. Insurance for the Raging Cajuns, top 7.
Quality at-bats compound. And that's exactly what Norwood did. She had a quality at-bat to give Liscano a chance to put this swing on the ball. Just barely gets by the glove of Frankie Vrajul in center field. But Norwood scoring from first. You gotta love the fight from Louisiana. Every time A&M tries to strike back, they score 2 innings in a row. Louisiana scores 3. Right? They continue to find ways to keep the momentum on their side. And it's as simple as staying alive in an at-bat. It's as simple as Norwood going down and getting a piece of that changeup just to give her another life, another pitch to battle through, because she knows that someone behind her is gonna come up and have a quality at-bat as well. And look what happens. They're able to put a run up on the board, give themselves a little bit of extra insurance, and they're not done yet.
12 hits, how about that? All over the Aggies pitching staff. And the 3 errors don't help either.
That's right, you gotta take care of the ball. All 3 facets of the game, pitching, hitting, defense.
Right field, in and out of the mitts of Mathis. Another run is in for Louisiana, and they got a 10-piece in College Station.
Watts just finding a hole. Both of the hits in this inning, I guess there was 3, so I can't say that, but the first one in the inning, right over the third baseman's head. Second one, right over the second baseman's head. They're finding holes. They don't always have to be the ball that's tattooed, but it's finding ways to get that ball down, having those quality at-bats. And we said it earlier, hitting is contagious, and they've continued to do that all night. There's only been 2 innings that the Cajuns have not scored. They are continuing to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
0-1 to Marceau. This is outside, 1-1. And how good does that have to feel? You come in to pinch hit. If you're Watts, come away with an RBI knock. Another line drive out to right. This time a head-high snag for Mathis. And that ends the top of the 7th. Work cut out for Texas A&M, bottom 7 after this. Seeking its first win in College Station in almost 10 years. They lead it with a 4-run advantage on top of 15th ranked Texas A&M. 2 runs of insurance right here in the 7th.
I think that was the best thing that they could have done for themselves, is get that insurance, make that victory feel a little bit further and further away from Texas A&M. They had a molehill to climb, but now they've got a huge mountain.
They plated 4 in the bottom of the 5th, 2 more in the bottom of the 6th. Michaela Wark was the one with the grand slam 2 innings back. First pitch. Called this strikeout her half, 0-1. Problem is, a solo bomb doesn't do much for you.
And I hope she has that mindset. Pass the bat is the name of the game, especially here in the 7th.
0-1. Downstairs, ball and a strike.
So Hoover just holding it down in the circle. About to throw her 129th pitch.
That's something. Now she's been steady. 1-1. You know, she really has fought through the tides, right? The ups and downs of this game. Been the staple for Louisiana. looking to pull off the upset. Offers 2-1. In there for a strike, 2-2.
It's a tough pitch with how far Wark is off the plate. But again, if you're gonna stand off the plate, you gotta be able to reach, get that plate coverage on the outer half.
2-2. Outside, ball 3.
Probably one of the harder things to do is understanding that strike zone and how it changes according to how you move in the box. Closing her stance off here. Expecting to see that outside corner.
Payoff pitch. Runs high, ball 4. Got to start somewhere.
It's good awareness too. She knows that she hit that grand slam on an inside pitch, so closes her stance off, expecting the outside. Very mature at bat from Michaela Wark, not chasing, not getting too anxious, not trying to be the hero.
Pinch runner for Wark. Larissa Perez, 15 in white, stands at first. Here's Ariel Kowalewski. First deal. Inside, almost hit her 1-0.
And stand your ground, as you should.
She didn't move?
That's right. You're almost hoping it hits you. Anything to get a base runner on at this point. You are scratching, clawing, fighting, anything.
Strikes won't help, 1-1. .134 is impressive.
No pitch counts over here.
1-1. This is low. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch. Hit well, straightaway center field. Williams is back, and that is gone. 2-run homer, Ariel Kowalewski. The Aggies not going away tonight.
AK gets to take the howdy hat for a ride, and that's why those insurance runs for Louisiana were so important, because the power that comes out of this A&M lineup, Ariel Kowalewski just gets into this ball. A little bit elevated in the zone, gets that foot down, and is on time. And the fans are loving it.
How could you not?
I think we finally will see a pitching change, but Hoover, man, what a night she's had.
Guess who it is? Bethany Noble takes the circle when we return. Aggies within 2 in College Station. Bethany Noble, the spirit animal of the Ragin' Cajuns dugout. Didn't pitch for the first 9 games of the season, buried on the depth chart. Has earned her opportunities, has climbed her way to being one of the best pitchers in the Louisiana staff, and they will look to her to try and seal the deal for a top 25 upset win on the road.
And exactly what you saw in the dugout, that energy, she's bringing it out to the mound. We're watching her warm up, she's dancing in between each pitch. You're under pressure right now, nobody on. You're down by 2, or excuse me, you're up by 2, trying to hold this lead, stop this team from coming back on you. And here she is, just dancing to the music, enjoying her time out in the circle. But the question is, we know she can deliver the energy, but can she deliver the softball?
KK Dement is in. Noble calls time. Hoover, a lot of good tonight for Louisiana. First pitch is a strike. Couldn't have wrote it up any better.
One of the best games ever.
We've had everything. 0-1 deal. Tapper to the left side, and it deflects off of Vasquez. Tying run will come to the plate.
That's two tonight that have just really eaten up Vasquez. She got caught in the in-between hop. You either have to bust your butt to get up and get that short hop or play it back a little bit and get that long hop. But unfortunately chooses the wrong one, and KK DeMent duck on the pond.
Texas A&M has never led. The last time this game was tied was at 0-0. Dede Baldwin pinch hitting, looks at a strike. Baldwin now the fourth player to hit in the 7-hole for A&M tonight. 0-1 deal. In there for a strike, 0-2. Sowney had the start, then Coleman, then Lovell. Now it's Baldwin. 0-2. Off the plate. Runner retreats. 1-2.
Good job by Manning. Bouncing back there, keeping that ball in front. Sorry, Marceau behind the plate.
1-2 delivery. Wave and a miss. Massive strikeout for Noble.
Huge. This is the pitch that Bethany Noble likes, that up ball in the zone. And just gets over the barrel of Dede Baldwin. This is what you need, the momentum.
First pitch misses for Paisley Allen. 1 for 2 tonight, base hit in the second, a walk in the 6th. Did come around to score. 1-0. Lifted foul. And this continues to show how important those insurance runs were for Louisiana in this 7th inning. 2 in the top of the 7th. Otherwise, we'd be tied.
Took the words right out of my mouth. It would be a tie ball game coming into this.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack at the rise ball. One, two. Tapper to the left side. Scooped up Otto. No opportunity at 2, just not enough time. But it is the inning's second out. They cut down KK DeMent. Allen aboard with the fielder's choice. Tying run at the plate for 15th ranked Texas A&M and Frankie Vrajel.
Been one of the best hitters in this Texas A&M lineup in the past 2 weeks. Here's her opportunity to keep it going, turn that lineup over.
First pitch. This is low, 1-0. I'm sitting next to a former number 8.
Got it tatted on me so you know it's real.
Authentic. Noble fires, 1-0. This is off the plate, 2-0. She is 1 of 1.
Hey, as long as you own it. If you're gonna do it, own it.
2-0. In there for a strike. 2-1. Unapologetically herself. It's so refreshing. Not enough of that, right?
Yeah, too many followers.
2-1. Tapper to the left side, gloved by Vasquez. Ball game. The Raging Cajuns coming to College Station and upset 15th ranked Texas A&M.
You can tell exactly how big that is by the way that the Cajuns just celebrated after that final out. And of course, Bethany Noble is walking off the field with the homemade hat. Noble was in this game from pitch one. She might not have been in the circle from pitch one, but she has been in this game, and who better to finish it than Bethany Noble?
Made her presence felt. How about the Raging Cajuns showing that we can play with anybody, Tori?
And I think that was Habit's whole goal. She wants this team to think that they compete with anybody. They can compete with anybody. Talks about the defense, but all around, the performance from UL, getting the job done, making the routine plays, but the bats, 13 hits on the night. Just a phenomenal game from the Cajuns.
Raging Cajun faithful soaking it all in. A night to remember. Upsetting Texas A&M in College Station for the first time in almost 10 years. For our entire crew behind the scenes, for our producer tonight, Kogan Davis, for our director, Thomas Burns, for Tori Vidalis, I'm Giovanni Heater, saying so long and good night. Louisiana takes down Texas A&M.